Joe Rogan stunned his audience this week when he aired an interview with Senator Rand Paul, where Rogan himself actually compared the Trump administration's tactics to those of Hitler and Nazi Germany and the Gestapo. Now, Rogan was a Trump supporter. Leading up to the 2024 election, even a year ago, Rogan thought everything was going to be sunshine and roses with Donald Trump getting back into the Oval Office. But in the last few months, on multiple different issues, whether it's immigration, even trade, and of course the Epstein files, Rogan has spoken out because he's not happy with what Donald Trump has done. But this criticism, literally comparing the Trump administration to Hitler's Gestapo, is absolutely a whole new level of criticism from Joe Rogan, one that is going to have an impact on the support that this administration has. You know, I've talked repeatedly about the fact that one of the reasons Donald Trump was able to win in 2024 is because he won that, podcast bro, support. And Joe Rogan is the leader of that. And now that Rogan has been consistently criticizing him, going as far as I said, the comparisons to Hitler, that will impact the audience. Is it going to change everybody's minds who listens to Joe Rogan? I honestly don't know. Maybe. They seem a very swayable demographic, but it will definitely change the minds of plenty of them. And that is going to cost this administration, potentially the entire Republican Party, support that they cannot afford to lose in an election year. But here is what Rogan said. He said that Americans view ICE officers as murderous military people that are on the streets of our cities. They're masked up, which is also a problem. Because if you get arrested by a cop, you're allowed to ask the cop what's your name, badge number. If you get arrested by an ICE agent, you have no such right. They're wearing a mask. They don't have to tell you shit. That's a problem. That's a problem on our city streets, right? Because you could also pretend to be an ICE agent, which there have been instances of people doing that. And we shouldn't have militarized groups of people roaming the streets just showing up with masks on, snatching people up. It's complicated, obviously, but it's also very ugly. To watch someone shoot a U.S. citizen, especially a woman, in the face where it's like, I'm not that guy, I don't know what he thought. And then I can also see the point of view of the people to say, yeah, but you don't want militarized people in the streets just roaming around, snatching people up, many of which turn out to actually be U.S. citizens and that just don't have their papers on them. Are we really going to be the Gestapo? Where's your papers? Is that what we've come to? Yes. Yes, it is. I take no pleasure in saying that, yes, it is. But that is where we're at. We are at papers, please. Now, of course, papers, please was never an official policy during the Nazi times in Germany, but that is what it kind of came to be known as. But that is where we're at. This administration has literally told people, have your papers on you at all times. We're there, Joe. We're not approaching it. We're not, no, we are there. The administration is proud of it. They boast about it. They remind people that this is our policy of papers, please. And you helped put this in the Oval Office. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad you're kind of waking up on these certain issues. I'm glad you understand and are telling people that what's happening with ICE, these militant roaming gangs, is wrong. I'm very glad about that. But I am not going to absolve you of helping to put this guy in power. And you, by the way, have not expressed any remorse for that. I don't know that you're seeking absolution for it. But you've been a vocal critic of this administration for many months now. So I wonder if the apology is coming, if you genuinely want to make amends for putting this in power because you helped tremendously. So part of this that you're now speaking out against is in fact on you. Your audience of millions and millions of people where you supported this guy every chance you got, you're responsible for part of this. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.